Hello! It's been a while since we've had a Smash wishlist video, but it is time. We are finally doing it. And I can't guarantee that I will always have a shirt. So far, I've been able to make that happen, but I cannot guarantee I will always have a shirt. Giving away what's going on. So yes, we're going to go ahead and reveal the third character on my wish list. It is Chun-Li from Street Fighter. I always felt that Smash did not make the right call by having Ken join. I know why they had Ken join. It was an easy Echo fighter. He is considered like Mr. Second Player, much like Luigi is, but for fighting games. But Chun-Li is one of the most important women in the video game industry, especially in the fighting game genre. And I would argue she is even more well known and regarded than Ryu might even be at points. I mean, if you think about all of the various appearances of Street Fighter characters in alternate media, Chun-Li is there just as much as Ryu is. So she should be in Smash. I'm bringing her in. Let's talk about what she's going to be like. So like with Joanna and with... Wow, who was my first character? Lynn. That's how long it's been. I want to start with gimmicks. We'll have her smashes, and then we'll go through her specials and her final smashes. Yes, that's right, I said smashes. So, Chun-Li has some similar properties to Ryu and Ken, in that she is able to have 2 final smashes, and she has the ability to use motions or button presses to enhance her moves. But unlike Ryu and Ken, she can use charges, and I will explain them when we get to the special moves. Much like her versus appearances, AE, Marvel vs. Capcom, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, she will be able to jump twice in the air, so that gives her a triple jump, essentially. She will also have the ability to wall jump. She can air dash by double tapping forward or back, and she has more chain potential in the air than most other fighters. So I'm giving her a lot of air priorities, we'll say. Her smashes. So her Shin and Chu special acts as her forward smash. So if you don't remember what that one is, that's the one where she flips her leg forward. That one just looks cool, and I think it would be a very unique, because it kind of would cover quite a bit of the area in front of her, not just like a direct right, like a very narrow hitbox. It would have a pretty wide one. Her up smash would be her kick launcher, aka close HK, and her down smash would be her down HK sweep. I feel like emphasizing her kicks is important, because that's primarily what most of her moves are, relating around her legs. So she will have like her down HP, but that'll probably be her down tilt, for example. So these are the types of things I was thinking about when I was coming up with her moveset. I will apologize in advance for butchering the names of her moves, but I also will I wrote down all the translations. So what I'll do is I will attempt to say it. I'll put it in text down here, so that way it's clear what move it is, and then I'll say the translation. So her B is her Koikoken, or Kaigong Fist. So this has a few different ways that it will play out. So it's her fireball, in other words. On the ground, a standard B press will have Chun-Li do a long range but low damage version, which will mimic how she did the move in Street Fighter Alpha. But if you do the command version, you will hold B to charge up and then produce a short range burst of energy from Chun-Li's palm with a decent amount of damage and launch potential. which will mimic her Street Fighter 3 pose for the move. In the air, Chun-Li just got an air fireball in a standard Street Fighter game in Street Fighter 6, so she will perform the Street Fighter 6 variant and aim in a diagonal down-forward pattern when she does Kikoken in the air. Her side B is Kaiten Teki Kaku Kyakushu, or Spinning Bird Kick, which I think is one of her more famous moves. So she will flip upside down and spin with her legs moving forward. This can be charged by holding back for 1 second and then forward with B to add distance and power to the move. In the air, this is a great horizontal return, especially the charge version. It also will kind of fly over low attacks on the ground, which is kind of a nice feature. Her up B is Ten Shokyaku, or Heaven Rising Legs. This is originally from Super Street Fighter II Turbo. She will twist upwards while kicking 3 times with the standard version, but if you charge down for 1 second and then up with B, she will kick twice more and gain more height. This move does not really have a lot of horizontal range, it never has, but it does excellent damage, especially the charge version, and will work well to deliver KOs. Given Chun-Li's air mobility, I don't think the lack of a horizontal range is going to hurt her much with this move. In fact, it'll probably make her more dangerous because she'll be able to use that when she's near a stage and really deal out some heavy damage. Her down B is Hayaku Retsu Koyaku, or Lightning Kick. This is her staple. She's had this practically every game. And holding down plus B will have her kick rapidly in front of her for quick successive hits that can pile up damage quickly. But if the B move is tapped, Chun-Li will then step forward, switch legs, and do a more powerful variant of the move. In the air, she'll twist her body around instead. So, as I said at the top, she's got 2 final smashes. She's got her air and ground versions. So in the air, she'll perform Shaichiche Senku Kayaku, or 7-star flashing air leg, where she will dash forward, and if she connects with somebody, the game will switch to a cinematic where the opponent is frozen as she passes by them. Kanji will appear in the air in succession, saying the name of the move, and at the end, a flurry of hits will suddenly strike the opponent and send them spiraling off stage. This is a smashified version of her Marvel vs. Capcom Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Air Super that I personally adore. On the ground, she will do a Kaikosho or Kaigong Palm, where she'll perform an MVC version of that move that will strike multiple times on both sides of her, which will then launch opponents. It's not as strong, but I was thinking about her ground options, and I thought that that one would work the best in a Smash setting. So that's Chun-Li. That's how she's going to be in a Smash game if I had my way. I think she would be a great fit. So to conclude, we'll do what we usually do, and we'll have some of the other songs play while I show off some of her moves in the various Street Fighter games from the Anniversary Collection. Alright, as you could tell with the music, I'm not just doing Street Fighter 2. I feel like that was another area of Smash that was very disappointing, was the fact that we only had through Street Fighter 2 and Super Street Fighter 2 music, when we have the entire Alpha trilogy, the Street Fighter 3 trilogy, Street Fighter 4, which has like 4 different versions, Street Fighter 5, which has like 3 different versions, as well as Street Fighter 6 now. And as you noticed, I threw Street Fighter 2010 in there just for fun, and Rival Schools, because Rival Schools is a part of Street Fighter now, thanks to Akira joining in 5. So that also means that there would be Final Fight music as well. And I want it to be a celebration of the Street Fighter universe, not just this isolated little tiny bit of the Street Fighter legacy. So the music is definitely something that will be more varied. And I'm really excited about that prospect of hearing Rival Schools music in Smash. I mean, that would just blow my mind if that actually happened. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm sorry that took so long. We'll be doing a Nintendo character next time. I have quite a few of those written already, so it shouldn't be like, I don't know. Maybe it's been like 4 months and it just felt like a year. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this continued Smash adventure. And I'll be back soon with another video. Till then, take care, friends.